Hi everybody, welcome to Whiskey Mystery. I'm Phil.
I'm Viva.
We were just chatting to friends on Zoom. Of course, it's our Thanksgiving over here in the US, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. But we normally get together with a group of friends from an old job at Industrial Light and Magic, where it used to be all expats getting together, and then it grew into, you know, the friends and partners of expats, and then the kids. This has been going on for 20 years, and unfortunately we cannot get together today other than Zoom. I'm sure many people are in the same situation. So, welcome everyone together online at least. What are we doing? We are blind tasting our way through. I realized we are now roughly halfway. We're up to 131, but we've actually blind tasted about 150 whiskies, and there's about 150 to go.
2 more years.
So 2 more years. Yeah. Today we are blind tasting number 131, picked by Lucas. We will nose it, taste it, rank it somewhere on the shelf. I've set up Old Pulteney on the end because it might be getting pushed off today. This one is pretty good, isn't it? Okay, are you ready?
Ready.
Yesterday's glass. Sweet, but nothing phenolic.
Yeah, sweet, zero.
Yeah. No hint of anything oily, rubbery.
No smoke, no beef.
I don't think there is any. Let's see if we can take a look on the camera. Here we go. Yes, I have forgotten the timer, haven't I? I have forgotten the timer. For the next 12 minutes, we will be working on this whiskey. I actually did want to go half water. I wasn't really paying attention there.
Sugar.
Let's go watered down version on this. And then we may as well go straight into the shaker. Big bubbles, no troubles. Let's see, 50%. No, I think it's higher than that. 56%. Oh yeah, that's more like it. Oh, could be higher. Could be.
Wow.
Hey, yeah.
57. Somewhere
in the mid-50s, I suspect. Now it doesn't look like I've poured myself very much whiskey. That's the water one.
Africa, very yellow, golden yellow.
Yeah, the colour is... Now it's not sherry colour, I don't think. But you know, if a whiskey is vatted with a bit of sherry and a bit of ex-bourbon, it can be. Let me have... I'm just going to put a little drop of water. I've already added it to yours. See, Deepa's gets to sit out before the show starts. Whereas then, you know, I just pour mine. Where's the bottle gone? I'll put it out of shot. Right.
Just of sugar.
Now we've called it Crème Brûlée oil because it really is a sweet dessert type of a whiskey.
Very caramelized banana, pineapple, spicy cake with a chocolate bits over it.
Caramelized banana,
pineapple.
Rum, pineapple, sponge cake. That's a lot of sweet stuff. Actually, as reflected in the picture, a quick flash at that. It is
even garlic cereal breakfast.
Yeah, it's like sweet cereal cornflakes.
Oh,
hang on. The one with water in is quite different though.
Oh, it's actually almost smoky.
Smoky? I don't know, I need to be
It's
careful.
very mountain on top of the mountains.
I see Tony Evans is saying, watch out, it could be Springbank local barley.
I hope not.
Don't think so. There's nothing. Actually, it doesn't have any of those kind of farmy barn
I don't know cheese flavor.
But the one with the water has quite a bit more of a sort of a pineapple nectarine to it. And the one without water is slightly more nutty oil, deeper.
Oh yeah, nuts type of oil. And also it's actually glazed with the vanilla.
Glazed vanilla. Everything's a bit like it's caramelized. Shall we try the watery version? Not quite as sweet as I was expecting from yesterday's memory.
Of that with the bottle. Not free because I'm not too much sweet, so it's perfect.
Okay, let's have a
Best
sip.
out.
I'm going to sip on full strength. Actually, let me go back to the nose now. It's not exactly herbal. There's a little touch of oakiness about it, but nothing really green leaf, if that makes sense.
But in a sweet way.
Now, it does have a touch of that vanilla chocolate powder, so maybe it's more ex-bourbon. Go on, you try full strength. Now, the nose isn't that cooling alcohol-wise, so...
Oh, it's that peppery.
Peppery, or is it alcohol strong?
Oh, it's just lemony, briny, sugary.
I'm not sure if it's briny for me, but it's also not...
Well, the brandy's at the bottom.
It's not quite as sweet. I mean, it is... No, okay. This is still a very sweet whiskey.
It is. I mean, it's at the top, and there's a brine at the bottom here.
How are we doing?
It's fine.
We're good.
Viscosity.
Yes. I've ordered a viscosimeter. Viscosity meter. I'm going to have some fun with that.
And I've got nut oil to it. And he got very unified.
It's very unified, yeah. It's not like, you know, when we've tasted things like the Longrow and you get all these sort of different experiences. The flavor journey of this is sort of one big smooth integrated experience, but it is long, and it is...
I think we are 18 years.
I think it could be
15,
older.
18. Because it could be older, 18.
Well,
It would be not that strong. That was 55 to 57.
it doesn't taste as strong as the bubbles suggest. It could be higher.
But it's oily.
Let me go to the painting. I'm going to go to the painting for a bit, see if we can get a few more notes out of it. I mean, the pepperiness is very slight, but I might add a little more on top. But this is kind of golden cereal, caramelized vanilla, a little puffs of chocolate powder, and maybe a little bit of oakiness. But it is also delicious.
After that method after you forgot what it is. Throw the finish.
I'm rubbish at guessing the age, honestly, but in theory, I think I have the problem of if something is old and unified, it can also come across as being simple. And simple can make me think it's younger. And so sometimes I make the mistake, well, in either direction, to be honest. But the longer the finish, typically, I would say, the more likely it is to be older. Quite a bit of vanilla on the finish now.
Oh, beautiful. And I'm thinking maybe it's the older 18 or above.
Are you ready for a comparison?
Yes.
Right. Better or worse? These are lower ABV, so I don't know how they'll hold up.
After for today, every thought it is fantastic. I swear, I really liked it.
Oh,
But this is more complex.
you know what?
Well, because very easy sugar, but this is beautiful grassy.
But you know, Deanston is here.
It's good.
I actually quite like the grassiness of this Deanston a little better.
I think it's just too easy to get the touch of sugar. I think it's a bit more sanity.
I think the Deanston is
Oh yeah,
better.
Really nice. Oh god.
Okay. Better or worse?
Oh, It's sharp.
Yeah.
But aggressive.
That is the Glenallachie 19-year-old.
No, this seems sort of soft and
Yeah.
more mellow.
It's funny, I thought it was complex until I've gone to those two. And now,
It's very simple.
now it's getting simpler, but it doesn't seem younger, does it? Hang on, let's try again.
But
Yeah, go on.
it's almost like a split back, like a battery 9.
It seems a lot simpler now, doesn't it?
Mm.
Now, this Glenallachie is 53%, and that doesn't seem that much stronger. If anything, slightly softer.
55, 54.
Okay, one more. This is a bit of a hunch. What do you think of this?
Oh, God, I have all of them.
Do you think it's similar to this?
Of all of them, I was the least preferent.
Yeah, this isn't actually on the shelf anymore, but it is a Cambus 26-year single grain from a Hogshead. 48%. Does it have any similarities? Because I started to think, is it even a malt whiskey?
It's possible. Because I'm getting a lot of wood.
We've had very few grain whiskies. We've had a few samples, a few sips in some Scottish whiskey shops. The one thing that I found consistently with them is a kind of glassiness to the experience. I could be convinced, but now my mind is going in that direction. I'm sort of locking in on that idea.
I've tried the other whiskies. It's done. It's
Where are you going to put it on the shelf?
It's actually pretty good.
Oh, hang on. That's right. I actually wanted to try one more, and I forgot to pour it. We have a tiny bit of this Abuna Alba. I'm going to have to taste from the bottle. Okay, now that does taste young now. Harsher. Oh, doesn't taste that good actually. Oh, I feel like pushing that down quite a bit. Might have to reevaluate that one. What could it be? We have a few paper options. These are the bottles that we have shared with other people. Could it be a 58% Ben Romack? Could it be almost 60% Linkwood? The ABV seems too high. A 58%. Excuse me. Deanston PX? I don't think it's PX.
But I'm not getting PX. But then you maybe from it's possible PX.
We have a 56% Little Mill, but I don't know what Little Mill tastes like. Otherwise, see, here's where my mind was going. I was thinking, oh, time is up. I was thinking, where's our close-up can? We have this Cameron Bridge, which is 27-year-old grain. We have this Glenbergie, which could be sweet, maybe. Actually, we have two Glenbergies because this is from our Cadenhead's warehouse tasting. Let's see. I think it's time to go to the chat. Oh, that's not the chat. Here's the chat. Right. How's everybody doing? Let me jump up to the top. I'm going to just look for orange tags. GDUK. Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Cheers. See a bunch of people chatting. That's good. Ralph is in as well, saying hello. Falsgraf. with the headline today, I was wondering if there is a Star Ward on the spreadsheet. There is a Star Ward. No, there isn't a Star Ward. We have Lime Burner and we have Hellier's Road. And I'm not sure what the headline is, actually. Let's see. Matthias, did you have some turkey?
We ate chicken yesterday.
Yeah, Deepa bought a chicken and then cooked it yesterday. So we don't have any birdie things to eat today. Jimmy Jazz just joining. Yes. Let's see, Moronic. Sponge cake. First I thought Deepa said space cake. But then again, I'm from the Netherlands. Space cake is some kind of laced sponge cake, is it? Don't they sell bourbon meters? I wonder if they do. Falsgraf. True, grain whiskies tend to be on the sweet side. Could be the Little Mill. It's not Springbank, so it must be the Longrow 15. Oh, it could be. Oh, we haven't actually put up the spreadsheet, have we? Let's I think so. We're mid 50s, aren't we? I think. Mid 50s. Could be anything. Oh, could it be an Aaron? Could be anything from here up to. Wow. Could it be higher? I don't think so. I think it's a bit softer now. Simulcast, we are doing well. Thank you very much. Hope you are doing well also. Are we ready to reveal?
I have chosen Titan then BX, but then here it do, yeah.
Well, that means you're not choosing it.
No. So this... I was old age. So I go for this one. 14 into, yeah.
So we both think it's old. And this Cameron Bridge single grain is from a refill butt. So, is there any sherry though? We didn't get any sherry. The Glenburgie is from a Hogshead. 21-year Glenburgie from a Hogshead. What's your ABV? Yours is 53.6. Mine is hang on, what is my ABV? The bottle's here. Oh, 54.8. I think we're both in the right ballpark. Are we ready to reveal? I think everyone, if you've made your guess, we're going to find out. Is it a top shelfer? We didn't quite get to that, did we?
It is good.
It's definitely on the shelf.
It's quite simple. There's nothing complicated. It's not scientific.
Would you rather have your Jura 24 though? You like that one a lot. The Longrow. I'm just looking down the list. Deanstone
24 is this. They're not giving me silent. It's like ice cream.
Yeah, I think it could be. It could maybe it's mid lower shelf now. You know, only after tasting the others.
But it's better than Brûlée.
Well, we haven't had Isla Barley for a long time. Right.
But it's better than more 16.
Don't think so. Okay, it is time for the reveal. Here we go. It is. Oh, you know, I suddenly looked at the tape and I thought that's old tape, and these are both relatively new, I think.
Oh no.
It is 51%. I think it's hard to tell. Hang on, let's just keep going. It's a no age statement. Get your guesses in.
So that means very simple.
How much would you pay for it?
Well, if you know age statement.
Well, remember, compass boxes are no age statement as well.
I'm not saying any at the time.
Okay, $98. I think it's worth it. But
Yeah, it's worth it. Oh yeah.
But what is it though? What is it? Okay, wild guess. It is the Solera cask from Australia called Lime Burners, which I mentioned.
It's possible. That makes sense.
Oh, it's Japanese.
Oh, but it's so sweet.
Hang on. It's from Nikka. It's from Nikka, but we didn't get any peat, or we didn't get any smoke. So what is it?
It's non-delegate.
Ah, okay. It's Nikka from the barrel. So, you know, we
But we never get people.
weren't far off because there is a little bit of grain in, and well, we'll have a little bit of both, I think. Oh! I've just realised we're going to have to go for a little interlude. So, why don't you have a little look at something from our travel to Australia? Back in a minute.
Yeah, New Zealand whiskey.
I was right.
Are there any minimum rules here, like the 3 year in Scotland?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
All the rules same, like, yeah.
Yeah. So it could be as
3 years.
it's a young
Minimum
one.
3 years. So you can literally see Manuka wood smoke, a little bit more woody, cinnamon sort of spiciness.
Yeah.
You will get. It has a gentle sort of sweetness.
And it's 40 ABV. 46? Oh, it's 46. Well, I said 40 there. Wait, this one says 40. Does that say 40 or 46?
Same 46, that one.
That's funny because this says 40 on this bottle.
Which, like, it's a single, but that one is a two-tone release. That's a blended one.
Oh,
and
I
that's
see. This is a
single
different
malt.
one.
That's a single malt, and that's a blended scotch.
Got it. I see.
This one is this.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were two different ones.
Beat. Yeah. And Shamani. Fine.
Oh yeah, that's quite nice though, isn't it?
Sorry.
I mean, a little bit of smoke, and it is, yeah. Yeah, that's quite light fruity over the smoke. Quite nice though.
Yeah, two-tone is a little bit harder. It's a blended
Oh
one.
yeah, we're on the...
But yeah,
Cinnamon.
Let me try some.
it's natural wood smoke in it.
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
Send it down. There it is. Nikka from the barrel. Now, I know in the UK this is sold as a 50 cl bottle. In the US it's 750. So this price, 98. I bought it in a corner liquor store and I know it was a bit expensive. $89 plus taxes. But it is for the 750, so bear that in mind.
I'm surprised. I'm impressed.
Oh.
Good for that price.
We bought this in January 1919. 19? No, 2019. Let's have a little look at our Nikka. So let's chat a little bit about Japanese whiskey, shall we? 51.4. Yeah. So Nikka.
It's just
So-
oily.
So we know of other Nikkas, right? Nikka Yoichi, Nikka Miyagikyo is the grain whiskey, and Nikka. Damn it, I've gone blank.
Lucy.
Yoichi Miyagikyo,
Something with the S.
Nikka. Okay, the chat. You watch the chat for the answer for the three Nikkas. They're obviously Japanese. You have to wait for the chat to come up. Now, Nikka also owns Ben Nevis.
Well,
Deepa actually had said Ben Nevis earlier on.
Because the first time I'm talking, I just thought of Ben Nevis.
But
You've got me a Ben Nevis.
what we don't know is how much grain is in this. So presumably, what's the other Nikka malt? Anyway, in Japan, blended whiskies are not from different distilleries, are they? So Nikka has multiple well, that's not true. They're not from different owned distilleries. So Nikka owns multiple distilleries, and they make their blend using, Yoichi, Miyagikyo, and the other one. Did we find out what it is yet?
Nikka coffee, sycamore coffee.
No, coffee is just the coffee still.
Oh, Taketsuru.
Nikka Taketsuru is a blend of the two single malts. Come on. Someone has already answered, but I just haven't been able to look it up. But because they own Ben Nevis as well, that does make it a little more interesting.
Taketsuru.
All right, I'm going to go to the chat and find out what is the third distillery. Someone answer. What are the distilleries owned by Nikka?
Oh, Kami Gat.
Nope.
So again, the first one.
Now it's driving me mad. Come on, someone help me out here.
The first one.
Yoichi, Miyagikyo.
I started with a P.
No, Taketsuru is the name of the blend. It's not Hakushu because that's Suntory.
Why? No,
Yoichi,
and
Miyagikyo, and
Kami Gat. Oh, Taketsuru.
Okay, forget it. I'm going to move on.
But I'm not happy that I thought Ben Nevis. As I've said in the beginning.
But it is true that there are a lot of Japanese whiskies that are not Japanese. I think this one is mostly Japanese, and the Ben Nevis is probably used to add a little bit of bite to it. Whiskey from the barrel is imported into the UK from Maison de Whisky in Paris and sells for 50 for the 50 CL. Okay, so that is a comparable price, isn't it? Yamazaki is Suntory as well, Petehead. Let's see. Oh, hang on, here we go. Nikka own Yoichi and Miyagikyo single malts, but also a grain distillery that is called Nishinomiya.
Same, that's two.
Okay, Greg, thanks for that. So is it Yoichi or Miyagikyo?
That's two.
But they also produce a grain whiskey, so maybe it's Miyagikyo that also produced the grain whiskey in a separate still. Okay, I'll have to double check that. So it is glassy like a grain whiskey. So I've no idea how much.
For me, it's very Ben Nevis.
I've no idea how much grain is in this and how much malt is in it. It's classy
for me,
though.
It's mostly malt. It's very malty.
Yeah. A high malt blend.
I cannot detect grain really.
Well, the fact
But
that
they are.
The fact that it was glassy smooth. Remember I was saying glassy smooth?
Unified.
And that unified glassy smooth is something that the grain whiskey brings to a blend, as well as making it cheaper. Just a comparison.
It's better or worse. I like both because it's very spiny.
Well, one of these is going off the shelf.
Oh, sad.
I have to say, Old Pulteney 17 held up a lot better in that little taste than I thought it was going to.
Well, I think it's too What we say about smooth, but it's too smooth. Or Pakini is more interesting. It's more on.
Yeah. But, have another taste. This is a different experience from most of the whiskies on our shelf.
But it's too thin.
Well, the lower ABV.
I go for this one. Just because it's more but.
So let's take a moment to say
I'm very, very sad about
to say thank you, Old Pulteney, for surviving as long as you have, but your day has come and you have been pushed off the shelf by Nikka, which I think we will put in I think it's probably better than that. Maybe in here somewhere, I think. Where do you want to put it? You want to have your Jura higher? Yeah, okay. That means Nikka's going to be in here somewhere. Oh, you're going to want your that higher as well, aren't you? I like it. I like it a lot.
I mean, it's fat. It's the yummy dessert.
Yeah, you could almost pour it over ice cream, this one. To the chat and find out. Nobody really won that. I could see that Matthias got there. Oh, hang on. There's a message from James with a link. Just clear that. Let's go to the chat. Let's see. Only 2 on their official website. Okay, you know when I was talking about Japanese having 3 distilleries, I was actually thinking of Suntory, isn't it? Because they have Yamazaki, Hakushu, and Chita are the 3 that I was thinking. So Nikka is just Yoichi and Miyagikyo.
Wow.
But they do make a separate grain whiskey.
Coffee grain.
Yeah, the coffee grain. But coffee is just the coffee still. So coffee grain, I think, is made at Miyagikyo, I think. One thing I know is Nikka is still a very traditional distillery, that their stills are coal-fired. If you look up any pictures, you can see the opening for shoveling coal in underneath the stills. I think it's still like that. Right.
I'm happy that it's almost a Ben Nevis.
Yeah, you're happy that there's a bit of Ben Nevis in there. Let's see. Greg's Whiskey Guide was finally relocated at Miyagikyo, and the only other malt distillery they own is Ben Nevis. Right. That gives 75% of their malt to them. Wow, really? Wow. Okay. They do have the Taketsuru Pure Malt. Yes, James. And I believe that is just a combination of Miyagikyo and Yoichi, with it being a blended malt. So no grain whiskey in that one, as far as I know. Patrice, I think it's between me and Matthias for the answer. In my chat, I'm first, but your chat will have to have the final result. Right, I think you both just chip in. Taketsuru is the name of the range and the founder, yes. It's a blended malt, not a distillery. Thanks, Greg. Tochigi produces their grain whiskey, Klaus is saying. Okay. Right, Ralph. And Ben Nevis could also be a part. Yes, almost certainly we are drinking some Ben Nevis today. Oh, hang on. Miyagikyo also produces a single coffee still malt whiskey. Ooh, okay. There's a few things getting mixed in, aren't there, into these blends. Whiskey Music. This was Whiskey Advocate Whiskey of the Year 2018. It's, if you see it at a retail price and you want to have a quality blended whiskey, absolutely worth a go. Right, let me jump down. There's quite a bit of chat going past. I'll catch you all later, I promise. Right, who is picking? Michael Easton. Long time no see. Good to see you in here, Michael, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Celebrating Thanksgiving, Michael, with a lovely Japanese whiskey with a bit of Ben Nevis from Scotland thrown in. Yeah, Greg, so fed up with these fake Japanese distilleries. It is annoying. Right. We need someone to pick a bottle. I think Patrice, Matthias had thrown it over to you. Tag us with the orange so I make sure I see it. Top shelf, bottom shelf, left or right shelf, in the middle. You know the drill. And Lucas, you picked us a good one. It made it on the shelf.
This again. Wow.
Well, I don't think anybody got it based on our notes, so we can take responsibility for that. Let's go over them again. What did we have? We called it creme brulee oil. I think that is good. Caramelized banana with rum, very sugary, lemon, pineapple cake, almost cornflake cereal, glazed vanilla, pecan nut, honey, pine nuts, lemony, old but simple. I guess it was young but simple. Vanilla, lemony, mild pepper finish. I think those notes are very good.
I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed that we think it's old, but it's really, but very
Right.
oily. So I'm impressed. It's a very good quality.
All right. Group chat. Everybody throw in. Top shelf or bottom shelf? Deeper side or my side? Let's get a bottle picked here. This is borderline. This is a borderline whiskey of it's relaxing enough to be watching a movie and drinking it, but it's also interesting enough if you want to pay attention. It's right on the border of a pay attention or a movie whiskey.
It's a very high quality.
Okay, here, Patrice is in. Top shelf, deeper side, on the right, in the back. Oh, all the way in there.
At the back.
Yeah.
At the very back.
Gone for the far corner. Patrice, this is going to be bottle number 132 from Patrice. You have picked quite a few as well, Patrice, I think. Have you not? What are we going to get? This is always exciting, isn't it? Because every time we get to a new bottle, I think to myself, we've probably never drunk this before.
And I said, we've survived.
Here we go.
Alive for another day.
Well, big bubbles, I think.
This is very fat.
I don't think you've normally, hang on. Ooh, something's in the air and I think you know what it might be. We will find out what is going to be number 132 on Sunday. Ooh. Anything you noticed, Deepa? What do you think? Thanks everybody for watching. We will, yes, it is very different because it's smoky. Smoky Sunday. See you on Sunday. Have a nice Thanksgiving, everybody. And
maybe we'll have pizza.
Pizza? We'll have pizza for Thanksgiving? Fine, we'll have pizza. Cheers.